What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, we back with another one. This one right here is kind of trippy to me. Because Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, Pooh Shiesty man and Gucci man. You know, snitching is just it's one of them hood things that's just no, it don't matter. It's just it's not tolerated. Okay, it's not tolerated. And I think I've been just seeing a lot of people basically say, well, he shouldn't have Pooh shouldn't have did what he did, and like they kind of backing Gucci. But I'm saying if Gucci snitched, bro, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Like even if you from the streets, the so-called streets, and because what they try to say is, well, he's a civilian now. Okay, even if it's still not a good look because of where you come from. What's up with it, Velvet? It's still not a good look because of where you come from and who you are. So therefore, I had to come do this because I want to, get people reactions on this thing that's going on. Cause like even like me myself, like I always say that like if my car got broken into, I wouldn't call the police. If somebody broke in my house, I wouldn't call the police. If somebody robbed me, I would not call the police for some reason because I'm just like not one of those people. I'm not a police caller. So that's not even my vocabulary. Cause I remember even when somebody hit the corner, ran into my car, I didn't call. My girl called, but I did not call. You know, and I didn't give a statement or none of that because it was like it's just a code that we live by. I'm not saying that the code is right because everybody don't follow this code. They make it seem like they follow the code, but everybody doesn't follow the code. So I'm just saying we're gonna get into this and we're gonna see what everybody has to say about this whole situation. Some of the celebs and some of the people that's actually talking on it. Because I heard him, Gucci. Gucci. Once he got out of prison from doing all that time, he a civilian. It don't matter. It don't matter. But even worse, you gonna make a diss track. Like this what got me, right? Gucci wife and his power of attorney. But he made a diss song. And like I can't even call it a diss song because basically it was a song stating what happened. So it was like, okay, I didn't snitch, but I'm telling in the song, it was like a song telling what happened at the same time, which I feel like, you should have just you Gucci man, take it on the chin. Get your get back or whatever. Get it back in blood. I don't know, but I'm just saying, man, take it on the chin. You got to. For who you is. Take it on the chin. Like what they took was nothing. It was nothing to you. You was gonna win either way it go. So but let's get into it and see what others have to say.
Don't bring feelings to a business. That's the biggest problem I see in the world. That's a lot of feelings. You wasn't supposed to treat me like that. You wasn't supposed to
It
treat
was a
yourself like
confession
that. You
song.
wasn't supposed
Yeah.
to sign that. You should have took the long way. You're supposed to believe in yourself and tried it without them, like that. You know what I'm saying? But don't wait till you can sign your whole 10 albums away to start complaining about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your job to protect your business and have a lawyer that look over shit and tell you yes and no for certain. You know what I'm saying? So that's accountability. That's what
But hey, even that part right there, that's the part that I don't like. When you dealing with your own people, you feel like, okay, I'm gonna deal with you because you my folks. I feel like you're gonna be up front with me. You're gonna do me right, like in this contract or whatever we about whatever business we about to do. It's like you gonna be right by me. I shouldn't even have to go and do all get pay lawyers and do when it comes to this. And I'm dealing with somebody that's that's from our territory, that's from the hood or whatever. Like you should be making sure that everybody that you sign is gonna get a good deal. Like no matter what it is. That's what I feel like. But if I gotta go get lawyers and everything to read over contracts and all the paperwork, then really I shouldn't even be dealing with you. I shouldn't be dealing with you if I have to watch myself like that. Like that's how I feel. I feel like if I'm doing business with you and you one of us, bro, it should be good. You should be good. I shouldn't have to worry about all that because I know that you gonna treat me good.
We do on this channel.
What, a 808, a hot beat? This shit sound like, yo, this nigga got ad-libs for the goddamn storytelling. Yo, what type of medication they got Gucci on, man? Gucci, you signed killers, robbers, drug dealers. Why are you acting like you hired somebody at a Fortune 500 company, man? Yo, you signed a rapper who was about rock. Forget everything I said.
Yeah.
Remember I said Gucci ain't gonna make a statement? This is a statement right here. Yo, this is it's a statement right here.
The problem is
like the song is the statement. Exact. Like what the hell, Gucci?
y'all let people who's not in the street interfere with what you got going on in the street. That is the problem. Most of the people that's voicing their opinion is not from the street. You can tell they ain't from the street by what they're saying. Any person that's from the environment already knows what not to entertain. Self-explanatory. But I'm watching the internet sit right here and take advice from people that ain't never been in handcuffs, ain't never slung narcotics, ain't never popped nobody. We embrace stupid shit and we letting people that's getting paid off of what we going through make money by keeping us thinking that it's okay to debate and argue about nonsense. Is you crazy? I'm looking at people that tell you out their mouth, you do something to me, I'm calling cops on you. Telling you what you should do because you...
Hey, exactly. Yeah, look. And we taking advice, street advice from somebody that say, hey, I'll tell on you, right? If somebody did this, I'm calling. Like, you can't take advice from if you in the streets, you can't take advice from somebody that ain't in the streets. And then, to be real, you in the streets, you can't take advice from people that's in the streets. Because it really, I hate to say it ain't really no street code. It's one that we say, and it's supposed to be the code, but really, that don't fly all the time. Some people in the streets, man, they be snitching too.
Allegedly a street nigga. Stop letting people tell y'all what to do. Because these people going to lead you right into a position they going to F you out your life. They feel like if somebody do something to you, you got to do something back. But when you do something back, you stupid. You feel me? It's just a lose-lose situation when you allow other people to control.
Don't bring.
A lot of them can't even, like, once you in the streets, a lot of people can't even get out of it, you know? And then, at least when you get out of it, at least keep the code, keep the mentality, bro. Don't get out the streets and then go and be doing some non-street shit like snitching. You really like even the 6ix9ine situation. I made a video a long time ago when 6ix9ine got locked up, bro. I said he about to tell. When all that happened, I said he about to tell. I guarantee you he gonna be on the street. Look, Velvet Wind, remember I said that a long time ago. I said, I bet you 6ix9ine be on the street. Because I knew he was going to tell, because he was like, when you in that lifestyle and you like, it's on you, but you just running around people that's in the lifestyle and you pretending to be in the lifestyle, you can look and you can tell the ones that's not really with that lifestyle. They faking it. They're acting too hard within that they're acting too hood. And it's like, bro, he not really in that lifestyle. But he's going to run with them because, he's doing the music and, they promote him and they making him look like he's street. So he's going to play that role. But as soon as they get locked up, hey, all that shit go out the window.
Eminem has reacted to the new Gucci Mane diss track he released about Pooh Shiesty. The song comes after news broke that Pooh was taken in by officials. In the new song, Gucci talks about the situation and mentions Pooh, his father, as well as Big 30. He uses the lyrics to describe what he believes happened during the incident. The song has gone viral quickly, with many people surprised that Gucci would speak so openly about the disagreements. While some fans are excited for the new music, Others feel uncomfortable that he's speaking out while Pooh remains away. It is a big change from their previous friendship, as the two were once very close. During all this, Eminem has spoken out about Gucci's new song. Underneath a post about it, Eminem left a comment. In his comment, he wrote, "This is great, but everything surrounding this is crazy. Fans
crazy.
feel that he supports the music, but thinks the circumstances involving the case are very intense. People think this means he is impressed by the lyrics, but still hopes Gucci's okay. As of right now, this is shaping up to be one of Gucci's biggest hits of his career, especially because it was released in the middle of all of the ongoing drama." But before you go, I want to know, do you think the track lived up to the hype? Eminem has...
I don't know. Why you you get robbed and they say you snitching, and then you make a song saying everything that happened. It's like, hey, no, that somebody said this in the chat. There's no honor amongst thieves. That's the truth right there. That's why I said, like even the street code, like we'll live by it, but the street code itself is an illusion, because you got big dope dealers, like a lot of big name musicians that or rappers. And like all of them, you even got mafia members that when it came down to it, they snitched. They told. What's his name? The one dude, Freddie the Bull. I don't know. The Bull dude snitched. You feel me? You got mafia members back that was in the mob that once they got popped and they was going to get a gang of time, they snitched on somebody below them or somebody above them. And then a lot of rappers, they take the name of these mafia members and different things of that nature that was snitching. And then they turn around, they do the same thing. So it's like the code of the streets is like it's like one of the biggest illusions. Because you got people that follow it, and then you got other people that follow it, but they don't follow it. They, when that time it's nothing like going to jail. Because when I went to prison, right, when I got caught, I was 17 years old. I knew once I got locked up, I knew ain't no telling. You feel me? We did what we did. We gonna take our time. We gonna do the time. 3 people told, like it was 6 of us. 3 people told from the jump. After those 3 people got out from telling, now it's 3 of us left. Out of those 3, another person told. Now, I never gave a statement. I never gave a statement to the police ever, not once, about anything that happened or none of that. Like I didn't give no statement. But when I went to court, they come out and say, "Hey, oh well, your friend whoop-de-whoop said this, and this. They said you did this." And I'm like going, wait, what the hell? So when I come out the courtroom and I go back, because I'm in juvenile hall. Like when I got called, I was a teenager. I wasn't even old enough to go to county jail yet, but they still tried me as an adult. But when I came out the courtroom, because I was in the same dorm with my homie that told on me, so I told him, I said, "Hey man," I said, "Man, I was hurt, bro. I ain't gonna, because I know the code of the streets. I was hurt, because I'm like going, bro, we supposed to sit this down together, like with that on, like this is just what we supposed to do." And I sat down, talked to him, had a long talk with him. Next time he went to court, he tried to take the case, but that didn't work. He had already done his damage when he told. But it's a code that you think it's a code, and then when everybody get caught, bro, people start running their mouth. They start telling. It's like everybody don't follow
Some
the
people
code.
defended Gucci. They said, "Bro, this is a lie. Gucci would never." We've all seen Gucci Mane get on camera multiple times and tell us he would rather die than snitch. Well, it looks like Gucci went back on his words on this record Crash Dummy. Now, so far, a lot of rappers seems to be disappointed in Gucci. Boosie, who's been awfully quiet throughout this whole Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty robbery, he came out last night and said, shaking my head. 42 Doug said, "Yo, this gotta be a joke." Lil Durk's man's Duty Low, he said, "Yo, you bogus as hell. I grew up to you, my nigga. You had us crashing out. You're a fuck nigga. Lost all respect. Hashtag free Shiesty."
Man, had like you making songs, got people crashing out. We rolling around the lemonade. You feel me? Like
Free
I
Big
don't
30,
get it.
free the guys. Even Meek Mill commented last night after the record dropped showing his disappointment. Freddie Gibbs came out a couple hours ago and said, wow, this rap shit. Now, if you're Gucci, what are you supposed to do as a former street rapper, now turned executive? Do you let Pooh Shiesty rob you and stay silent, and basically go out like Lil Durk, throwing your life away to appease random guys on the internet and people that don't fuck with you? Your whole family's going to suffer, but hey, at least you're a real nigga to the streets. Or do you say fuck it and basically go out like 6ix9ine? Hey,
I feel like too, right? Boosie was begging the president to help him. Meek Mill was crying to get out. Hey, that's what they all do. That's what they all do when they get locked up. I wonder if Puff Daddy snitched on did Puff Daddy tell on anybody Balance Energy? Did he open his lips and say, okay, since I got caught, I'm telling on everybody? Did he do that? Because I know Puff Daddy can tell on a gang of people, but it's the illusion, bro. And you feel me? And they rap about this stuff, and then they have, youngsters thinking that they with it, and a lot of times they don't. But Pooh Shiesty was with the shit. I hate to say it, Pooh Shiesty was with the shit. He was with the shit. But I feel like Gucci Mane taking him home. Gucci Mane should have been breaking a lot of stuff down to him. I think in that whole little situation, Big 30, his daddy, everybody should have been breaking that shit down to him. He said, no, Puffy kept it 100. And then it's time, huh? He kept his mouth shut. Didn't say nothing. Ain't that some shit, huh?
Going to tell exactly what happened. Whoever rocks with me afterwards, that's cool. If not, none of you guys are going to play in my face anyways. When you see me, it's going to be nothing but smiles, hugs, and daps. None of you niggas will ever press me or confront me or even call me a snitch in person. Listen, kids, please stay out the streets. This shit can get tricky in a heartbeat. Hey, Big Bang, we need that Gucci Mane Part 2 interview. We have to know exactly why he did what he did. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of these reactions? And also, what do you guys make of the Crash Dummy diss record? Do you guys feel like Gucci Mane explained a little too much into detail about the robbery, or are you guys fucking with the record overall? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
He said Gucci Mane. He said Gucci told then tried to patch it up and take it back. Oh yeah, because he didn't want to. He gave a police report, but then he didn't want to tell the feds. He didn't want to give a statement to the feds, but he gave a statement to everybody on wax. So when he dropped the song, like, that was it right there.
Direct your path. Stop letting people tell y'all what their laws are. If they're your laws,
gave it up right
your
there.
Laws, I follow my laws. Because at the end of the
Ain't no
day,
taking
it's
back.
the blind leading the blind. But most of these people have never been a victim. So they don't know what it's like being a victim. But when it's their turn to be a victim, then they see what it's like. Like, oh, now we trying to tell y'all before y'all will be a victim. Because let me tell you something. Betrayal is betrayal. It don't matter.
Yeah, it's betrayal. It's betrayal. It's wild because it don't matter what like when you get caught up, right? I ain't gonna hold you. Like when you get caught up, and like the police gonna try to get you to snitch. The prosecution gonna try to get you to snitch. If you ain't got a paid lawyer, your public defender gonna try to get you to snitch. Your public defender will try to get you to tell in the case. So it's like, but I don't know. I didn't fall for none of it.
I have nobody want to put it, but people gonna put you in categories because they want to see themselves above you and they want you beneath them.
Yeah, Lil
Live
Woody.
your life. They not gonna help you either way it goes.
Because Lil Woody know it ain't no rules. That's why, he was able to snitch and keep living. It's wild because times have changed. Like, you can tell and get out and still have your celebrity status. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, and 6ix9ine showed that. Well, not 6ix9ine. It was a couple people before him that actually showed that you can snitch and you can get out and you can still have your celebrity status because it's more, everybody in the street isn't only so big. You feel me? You got regular people that just listen to their music, that don't be doing street shit or not in the streets. So it's like, them people is telling. So they'll tell. So it's like, they still gonna follow you whatever you do.
I was one of the people that's been in the denial river about all this shit. Like, I didn't want to believe the man was snitching. But my flabber has been gasted. This man done put a fucking statement on a beat. Like, yo, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? I can't even think of a word that I'm feeling right now. Like, this shit is beyond me. Like, this is the man that was smoking on Pooh Load and all. Like, this was a Pooh Load smoker. Now he's a tattletale? And he done took tattletale to the next level. Like, yeah, I'm shaking. Like, yeah, I snitch, bitch, and I'll do it again. Walk. Like, that's all I heard.
Oh, wow. She said that's all she heard in the song. Yeah, I snitch, bitch, and I'll do it again. What the hell? Hell no.
You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me real deep.
She said, yeah, I snitch, and I'll do it again. You feel me? I'll do it again.
This went viral online. DJ Vlad wrote, I've spoken to a few people close to the Shiesty and Gucci robbery case, and this is what I keep hearing. There is no actual evidence of Gucci getting robbed, so the case will hinge on one thing. Gucci taking the stand and saying that they robbed him. Now here's the interesting part. If Gucci says that nothing happened, then he can't claim that he signed Shiesty's release under duress, and he will never make any more money off Shiesty. If Gucci does take the stand against Shiesty, then the contract release gets thrown out and Gucci continues to make money off him. But then everyone will call Gucci Mane a snitch like they're doing now. So it will come down to Gucci choosing money over his reputation, as this would be
which is crazy, right? Because what do you think? You think he should, like, I think he should have let Pooh Shiesty, if somebody want out of the contract, let him go. Let him, like, I feel like you should let him go. Like, especially if it's one of us. Like, bro, we supposed to be brothers. When it come to this, and, you know, we looking out for each other. Yeah, you looked out for me. Okay, let me at least buy my way out of the contract. Let somebody else buy me out of the contract. Why are you going to try to hold on to him? Like, that's that whole, he said it in the song, too. My bad. He said it was Birdman, Lil Wayne. Yeah, he said he was Birdman. That is right. So,
explained into further detail by lawyer Mo.
If Gucci does not testify, the question of is Pooh cooked comes down to 2 paragraphs in the complaint plus 1 picture. They say Big 30 barricades the door to the studio. They say that the security guards try to barge in, and when the security guards barge in, they get a peek and they see that they're outnumbered by the armed target suspects. It does not say that they are outnumbered by an armed Pooh Shiesty. Instead, they lump Pooh Shiesty in with the whole group of target suspects, suggesting that the security guards only saw other people, not Pooh with the later, where it's alleged that he's allegedly holding it to the back of the one of the business people. And so if there's anybody here other than Gucci who seems like they could put Pooh away, it's going to be one of the business guys.
One popular reply wrote, they don't need Gucci to get this man. It was an off-duty cop involved. To which the famous rap lawyer wrote, you could make a fair argument from what we've heard so far. It may be that the 2 security guards accompanying Gucci never saw Shiesty with a firearm or saw anything about what was going on in the studio other than that there were 3 people with items. The complaint says the 2 security were outside the studio.
I don't get it though, right? You hire security guards, armed security, and they ain't always at attention. Like, your armed security is supposed to be 100% ready, like all the time. So nobody will have the one up on you. I don't care if they think we friends. When you got other people with this friend that's supposed to be your friend or your artist coming up, wait, what am I talking about? How come they weren't searched when they came into the studio? Or when they came into the spot, how was they even able to bring guns in there? Ain't nobody saying that, though. How was they even able? Like, if you had to leave your watch and other items downstairs, think about this, though, right? Because this is what was said. When they was leaving, they had to go back and get their watches because they left their watches downstairs at the desk. So if you can't take watches, you can take guns in there, but you can't take watches. You can't take, like, what's going on, bro? I don't know. This is weird. This story is hella weird.
And when they tried
it's
to
not
pry the
making
door open,
sense.
they saw they were outnumbered by people with items. But this even got fans to write. Anyone else find it odd that Gucci went to the studio with several off-duty cops when it was supposed to be a meeting with his biggest artist who's fresh out of prison? To me, it feels like Gucci knew something was going to happen, which ended up being correct. But one of the main motives for Shiesty to do this was reported. Academic says that the word was...
Wait, what you say, Beverly? You say, and once I thought snitching meant committing the crime together and flipping telling the police. I guess it's different. Or seeing something that doesn't move you and telling the police. No, snitching is snitching. Like even like if you get hit, like well when you in the hood, like because you know it happens. Like you'll be one of the people moving a lot of work, and then you know you got dudes that always robbing the man, the ones who we feel like is the man that got the money and that got the work. So, you know, when you get ran up on and you get somebody lick you and you tell the police what happened, that's snitching too. That's like, from my perspective of when I was in the streets and doing my thing, it was like, yeah, all of that is snitching. You give any statement to the police, period, is snitching. This the crazy thing, right? When you come through, when you go to county jail and you do your process at county jail and you get to prison, who you think run the prison? The inmates. So since the inmates run the prison and they're doing all the paperwork, they get your paperwork and they read your paperwork while you coming through processing. If you are a snitch, you will be a target because the inmates got your paperwork. So whoever is working in processing, whatever inmate working in processing, bam, he's going to come to the yard. He's going to let everybody know. Once he get off work, he's telling everybody, hey, that person is a snitch, or that person is a pedo, or that person is this, or that person is that. You're going to already be, they already going to know. So like when I came in, because I went to Tracy, which is DVI. When I went to Tracy, they already had my paperwork. Like you mind me, I was 18 years old. Like I got locked up when I was 17. When I turned 18, they sent me to prison. So once I went to prison and I got to Tracy, they already had my paperwork. Didn't nobody have to say, hey, what you in here for? Everybody already knew. So when a lot of stuff, like even my bunkie, because I was in H wing. When I was in H wing, this is what's crazy. My bunkie, if something like, say, if you was on the yard and something jumped off and y'all went in and y'all talked to the COs and you gave a statement, my bunkie worked in the office. He had all the paperwork. Like we had you, because you had the Fresno car, you had the SAC car, you had the Pisces, you had the Nortes, you had the 14. I mean, you had the Nortes, you had the Bulldogs, you had the Southerners. You know, you had all these different cars. So the Fresno car had got into some shit because one of them was talking on the phone, talking about, you know, having a girl bring some drugs in and stuff like that, and they got busted. Boom. When they got busted, they all got rolled up, right? My bunkie came back, had all the paperwork, showed me all the homies that was snitching. He was like, oh, your partner right here, this is how they got caught. Your partner right here was talking on the phone. And then he was like, well, and then when they all got pulled in, he snitched. Look, he told everything right here. Like it was another dude too that I seen that, you know, was in the dorm next door to me. Like we in H-Swing, it was a Bulldog. He in the dorm next door to me. I'm from Fresno, he from Fresno, so we was cool. But some shit went down. I ain't gonna say his name, but some shit went down, and he didn't want to do a hit, so his own people stabbed him. They stabbed him, got him off the yard. He came. Well, they didn't get him off the yard just yet. The whole time he was walking around, he had he would keep his button, his shit all the way buttoned up to the top because, you know, he had the slice in his neck and he had to keep it covered so they didn't know he got stabbed. He didn't tell yet, but my bunkie had that paperwork. When they rolled him up, they searched his cell, they searched our cell, because when we go on lockdown, you know, we be throwing lines back and forth to each cell to pass noodles and pass different things. They rolled him up. Bunky came back. Boom. Oh, you from the know too? Yeah, Fresno, man. You know, we all from the West, to tell the truth. But they came back with the paperwork. My Bunky came back with the paperwork. Homie gave everything. A Bulldog member told everything. How him and both his homies said both their names, went out to the yard. We was walking the yard. They was telling me to do this. I told them no, I didn't want to do it. So another one of the homies came up and he stuck me. And they tried to get me up out of here. And I just walked around. He gave the whole statement, but they'll have your whole paperwork, bro. So, like, you'll be thinking it's nothing on it, like, you know, snitching when you go in there. But when you go in, the prisoners the ones that got your paperwork. And I guarantee you, if you telling, they going to deal with you unless you're going to get sent to, you know, one of the snitch yards. Like, that's what will actually have to happen. You will have to get sent to one of the snitch yards in order to survive. Because if not, you feel me? They your people gonna deal with you, and that's how it actually works too. Like, depending on where you from, what hood you from, what city you from, whatever, your people have to deal with you if you snitching. Can't nobody else do it. They can, but still though, they gonna get at your people and let your people know, and they got to deal with you themselves. But you ain't gonna be able to walk the yard.
Gucci Mane because of how Gucci handled things after his cousin Big Scar passed away.
This drops. It looks like he's not. You know, he's never really publicly fell out with Gucci, but the word has been this: he's unhappy about how Gucci
Tracy
discarded or seemed unemotional or pretty much not caring. Right, the lack of he gave when Big Scar, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, passed away.
Because when Big Scar passed, Gucci didn't want to put money up for Scar's funeral.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see what he said. Two Fingers said, Pooh getting out if Gucci don't say nothing because nobody knows what happened. But then, even if then, boys was flexing 10-17 chains, how do anyone know that it came from Gucci? People got to understand how the information even got out onto the world. Okay, yeah, no, and that's one thing, we don't know how it got out, but it's out there. And now it kind of messes it up because Gucci dropped the song. When Gucci dropped that song, bro, it's telling everything right in the song. So he's telling what happened in the song. So I'm like hoping, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hope this is a play. I hope this is a play that they having. You feel me? And okay, Pooh Shiesty gonna have to go and do a little time. Not no time like that because he's gonna beat the case. But I hope it's a play in order to help with their music career or something. That's what I'm saying. I hope it's that. I hope it ain't what everybody's saying it is, because they go back and they saying it ain't no evidence. You feel me? And all these different things. And then it's like they saying it ain't no video, but they got video of them leaving. But ain't no video, but it's supposed to be video. So I don't know. This shit is weird as hell.
Didn't have much influence at the time due to him being in jail. But after spreading the word through the jail phone, Gucci coughed the money up for the funeral, as Scar's father confirmed.
I don't know how this got out of control like this, y'all. It's ugly. Gucci did what he did. 100 is 100. I'm the one that ain't looking for nothing. I just want what rightfully belong to my son. I ain't asking for nothing else.
But to Shiesty, this was still disrespectful. Not sending the $10,000 immediately when Scar's family asked was a problem. With Shiesty not cool with Gucci anymore, he wanted out of his deal immediately so Gucci wouldn't make any more money off him. Shiesty couldn't have done this at a worse time as he was already being investigated for violating his probation. Shiesty is being investigated by police after his new song, FDO. Self-snitching in lyrics and dissing federal prosecutors from his court case won't end well. Shiesty dissed Youngboy in the FDO song and the prosecutors involved in his court case, which got Youngboy and Shiesty to yell at each other on Instagram.
I'm gonna take Shiesty. Who gives a... That's what you been waiting on. Well, all this, but you, we really live it. We talk about, you hear me?
With this going viral online, Shiesty would then be exposed by an inmate in his cell block. It reads, Memphis man claims Shiesty wasn't standing on business in prison, alleging that inmates made him stand up to eat.
Stand up while they eat. Hey man, you was in that motherfucker standing up while you were eating. When they bump down on you, they ask you, is you under your five or is you a rapper? You said a rapper. I got facts about these, man. Hey man, I'm on your man. You doing?
Hey, that's wild, because that's another thing that you learn. It's like a lot of people that act like they with it, like they with the shit. When they go in there, they don't be with the shit no more. They don't. You see a lot of people, like I'm talking about murderers, gangbangers, you feel me? All type, like robbers that be with it, you know, when they get behind them walls, it's a whole different story. They non-affiliate. They turn non-affiliate, and then that make it even worse for them when you non-affiliate walking around.
With Shiesty being
After
exposed on how
like
his jail life was, the same Memphis OG just days later took back his words about Shiesty.
Man, I just found out, man, you know, hey, man, I was out for medication, man. I'm so up, bro. I'm just institutionalized. I'm a convict. I didn't even know this little cousin the whole time. Lois.
Wow.
Damn, Lo, why you ain't tell me Pooh Shiesty was our little cousin, bro?
How you gonna say that and then take it back and say he your cousin? What does that even matter? No. Why do people do that, bro? Like, stop
States
playing.
That R.D., Gucci Mane, described Williams Jr. to law enforcement, described him, what he was wearing that night, black Nike brand Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, black pants. That's a witness description, gang. That's what you give the police when they're building a case, and Gucci Mane gave it. Then FBI Special Agent Pamela Hansen confirmed at Pooh Shiesty's court hearing what a lot of people already suspected. She stated on the record that investigators relied on statements that Gucci and the other alleged victims provided to police after being called to the studio by a member of Gucci's security team on the night of the incident.
He said, some say, Balance Energy said, some say Pooh and his daddy snitched too. At this point, everybody pointing fingers, huh? Soon as you split them all apart, everybody starts snitching. Everybody start telling what happened.
She confirmed that much of the complaint, meaning the document the government used to arrest 9 people, was built on information that came from Gucci Mane and people around him. That's the moment the internet went absolutely nuke, but that's just the beginning though. Let me tell you how the streets and the internet processed this, because the reactions were all over the place, and honestly, it reveals a lot about where the culture is right.
Hey, it's wild, Velvet, right? Because I was tripping off because I'll be watching your videos that you be making on the demon, the young demon, what's his name, Melly, YNW Melly. The other day, my 12-year-old came to me and said, you know they let Melly out, and I'm like, they let Melly out. I'm like, I would have seen, like, my homegirl would have made a video about that if it was true, because I ain't seen you made a video talking about them letting Melly out. I'm like, nah, Melly ain't getting out. I don't think Melly getting out. You know, that's another case. I said, dang, Velvet, have you heard any updates about that?
Now, first, Rick Ross, the biggest boss himself, chimed in from his hotel room in Prague. Rose said he doesn't like it for either side, but his real message was directed at Pooh and anybody else watching. He said, in business, you gotta negotiate. If you was signed for $100,000 and now you got $10 million on the table, it's time to negotiate. You can't muscle your way out of no business. That's Ross being Ross. Measured, experienced, seeing it from a label owner's perspective. He basically...
Yeah, but he ain't dealing with somebody. He's dealing with a street... Pooh from the street. You trying to look at it like that, it's not gonna make sense. You can't look at it like that, Ricky Rose. Like, you just can't. Like, not when you dealing with somebody from the street. They don't care about they don't care about you being on a label or you being the owner of a label. They don't give a fool. Do you think they care about that? Like, you can get it too. You can get it too. We seen this over time in a lot of old movies where they showed the label or, getting over on a person, and then the person come in there ready to shoot up everything in that motherfucker. We seen it over and over again. And these labels still doing the same thing they was doing in the 60s and 70s, bro. It ain't even changed. That's why I don't even understand how people even go and try to sign to somebody, especially somebody that, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't.
He said Pooh played himself strategically, regardless of how unfair the deal might have been. Then you had 50 Cent, who posted and deleted, which is very 50, basically hinting that somebody told. He wrote, stay tuned to this week's episode of Who Told Them That? The implication was clear. 50 wasn't defending Gucci. He was just clowning the whole situation like only Fifth can. DJ Academics had one of the more honest takes, and I'll give him credit here even if you don't like the man. He broke down the paperwork and said clearly, Gucci and the cameraman identified Big 30 by his Instagram account. They cooperated. They gave descriptions. And then Academics said something that got people more heated than anything else. He's doing what I would do. I ain't gonna lie. I'll drop a dime on a nin. Day.
Yeah. Academics will. I mean, he is civilian. He ain't, he ain't caught no case like Gucci. He ain't caught no murder, death, kill like Gucci. He ain't caught a case ever. He not. He would say that. This is what Lil Woody was talking about. Talking about, hey man, you listening to a civilian is different than listening to somebody from the street. A civilian, yeah, they would say that, but a street nigga, nah, they not supposed to say, nah, ain't no snitching.
Real talk from Mac. Controversial but honest. And then there was the viral clip that might have been the most symbolic thing in this whole situation. No Jumper shared a video from what appeared to be a correctional facility. An Atlanta inmate, on camera, took Gucci Mane's book, Episodes, The Diary of a Recovering Madman, and threw it clean over a railing. Gone. Done. That clip went everywhere. The message was loud.
Shot,
In certain circles, in certain environments, the streets have already made their decision about Gucci Mane. But wait, it gets worse. This is the part that flipped everything sideways, and honestly, I still can't decide if it's the boldest move in rap history or the most reckless one. Gucci Mane, while Pooh Shiesty is sitting in federal custody, bond denied, looking at a life sentence if convicted, decides to drop a diss track. Not just any diss track, a diss track where he raps, in vivid detail, exactly what he allegedly told law enforcement. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. They dapped me up the whole time they plotting against me.
Now, right there, that's what I was saying. Like, how come if you walk in the room and you know it's pressure building, how come your security ain't got their hand on their pistolas? Why they don't got you like the whole time? You know how when you get pulled over by the police, y'all probably don't go through this, but a lot of us, we go through this. You get pulled over by the police and the police asking for your license and registration for a traffic ticket, and they standing there and they hand be like this, right on their pistol. You just like waiting, like just in case. If you knew it was tension in the room, shouldn't your security have known that too? Shouldn't they have been there with with they shit on their hand? Right here, my hand right on my shit. So just in case I can up on you, because there's no way somebody's supposed to up on you, Gucci, and you got your security there. It's no way. Not even in no meeting, bro. Even in a meeting. Like, I don't know,
That's not
bro.
creative writing. That's a recounting. That is Gucci Mane describing in the first person on a recorded and publicly distributed piece of music the events that form the basis of a federal kidnapping case in which he is the alleged victim and primary witness. Defense attorneys have made careers off of less. And then he keeps going. He goes after Big 30. And your fat-ass flunky, he a stone-cold junkie. He goes after Pooh's father. He goes at the whole camp. And then he gets defiant. This 1017, the label, I built this shit from the ground, and I be damned if I let a nigga take down.
Dang, he put the whole... Dang, that's basically talking about the chain. He basically put everything that happened within the song. I don't know about that, Gucci. Bro, I can't.
He closes the track repeating, I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. Here's the real tea. The song is hard. Zaytoven cooked. The production sounds like it's from Gucci's mid-2000s prime. The bars hit. If this was about any other situation, people would be calling it a classic diss. But you cannot separate the music from the context here, and because when you put those lyrics next to the FBI affidavit, they match. Verse for verse, event for event, the song tells the same story as the federal complaint. And Pooh Shiesty's defense team, they now have a recorded statement from the alleged victim in his own voice, distributed globally, describing what he says happened that night. The comments under the song said it all. People wrote, so bro exposed himself. He ratted on Pooh, then does this while Pooh is in holding but pretends to be hood. This is clown shitty. Another one, Gucci been gone. This is Hobson, and he a rat. The streets don't forget, and apparently neither do federal.
Hey, okay, look. My son put me up on the TV show Vikings, right? And once I started watching it, like, I got really into it because of the message that it's really showing you, the things that it's showing you about, Ragnarok, how he went over to try to take over England, and then he started learning their culture. Everywhere they went and they tried to take over, they would learn that culture, and it would like kind of, play a part in theirs, in the growth of they self. So he started seeing all these different things, and, they started changing. They wasn't, really following the Norse gods like they used to. I feel like this is that play right there, right? When you go from prison slippers to Gucci slippers, you know, it's you now you making this money, and you starting to see the ones that are businessmen, how they're acting, how they're not acting like somebody do from the street. It's a whole different environment. Now you start tying yourself excuse me, into that environment, and you start being that thing right there that they're being. And this is why I think it always said, you know, like when you like if you're a Christian, don't marry somebody outside of Christianity because you become unevenly yoked. This is exactly that right there. It's because you be in the street and you try to get out the street, but you can't because, you know, you're a part of the streets. But then when you get a part of that life over there, then it will make you want to live that life. And that was Ragnarok, his wife, right? His first son, that he had a wife with his first son. She didn't want to fight the wars no more. She got to the point she said, I just want to be a farmer. I just want to go back, get me a farm. She buried her sword and everything and wants to just kind of change and do this other thing that Vikings don't even do. It's like that, live that life that Vikings don't live. And I think this is like the same thing to me. It's like kind of weird as hell, bro, but I get it. But at the same time, you Gucci Mane.
It sounds like Gucci cooperate. It sounds like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony.
Gucci Mane just responded to the Shiesty robbery in his...
Oh, dang, man, I got too much music. My bad, y'all. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Exactly.
Pooh Shiesty is in federal custody in Dallas, denied bond. The judge, Judge Renee Harris Tolliver, looked at his record, looked at the fact that he was already on home confinement from his prior gun case when this allegedly went down, and said that...
Oh, the Game of Thrones. I'm glad I haven't watched that one yet neither. But I'm telling you, it's like trippy, bro. Because it's showing you like with the Vikings, it's kind of even showing you how the religious beliefs that everybody have was mixed together. Because I'm at this I think I'm on season 5 now or season 6 where they actually go to this other part where they tried to go and like I don't know, conquer or talk to somebody, but it was like the Christians. And then come to find out when he's talking to them, the son of Ragnarok, when he's talking to him, they actually Vikings. They like, yeah, you know, like they tell him, oh dang, that's your dad. You feel me? But they actually look like they Indian or some shit. Like they shit look like India. That's what it looked like. You know, and they like, oh dang, that's your dad. Like, man, you don't understand. Like we took on the Christian religion, but we are Vikings. We're Vikings that switched over. And this is what happens even in the streets. It's like when certain people get in the rap game, get in the music, or get in the industry, they try to switch over. They still talk about the thing and still be in the streets, but then they're trying to like switch all the way over. And it's like, if you're going to switch over, just get over there. Just get over there. Get all the way out the street. Don't even talk about the street shit no more. Like, who said that the streets is dead? Like, don't even talk about the streets no more, but they can't. They can't because that's what made them big. That's what made them rich. That's why they go, like Gucci, go and find good rappers that are street level rappers.
There's nothing she
Not
can offer him that
conscious
wasn't
rappers.
already offered and violated. He's locked in until trial. If convicted on the kidnapping charges alone, he's looking at a potential life sentence. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is also in federal custody. Think about that. A son and his father arrested together on federal kidnapping charges. That's a family tragedy on top of a legal disaster. Big 30 was initially granted a $100,000 bond, but it was immediately stayed by prosecutors, meaning the government said, hold up, no, we're not done here. His bond is frozen pending further review. He's in a legal limbo. The other co-defendants are scattered across various stages of the legal process. And Gucci Mane? Gucci is on Instagram, dropping music, turning off his comments on the cover art post, taking a defiant stance publicly while behind the scenes,
They said Roderick Davis told, not Gucci Mane.
Federal prosecutors are using his statement.
So you don't think Gucci Mane told with that song he dropped? Like, did he tell with the song? I think he told with the song. I think the song told it all, everything that happened. They could play that in court, and it could be evidence.
to build one of the biggest cases to come through hip-hop in years. One of Big 30's attorneys already confirmed that Gucci has decided he will not testify. So he cooperated with police, gave descriptions, gave a statement, but says he won't take the stand. That's a very specific line to walk, and a lot of people in the culture are questioning whether you can draw that distinction and still maintain any kind of credibility. Meanwhile, the legal machine just keeps grinding. Federal authorities were reportedly still searching for a ninth suspect at last count. The discovery process will take months. Pooh's attorney John Helms is already planting seeds for the defense, saying publicly, "In this business, things are very often not what they seem, and people's motivations are very often not what they seem." He's setting up a narrative that there's more to this story than the government is letting on. There are also whispers, and these are just whispers, no confirmed reports, that there may be more context around what happened in that studio, around what Pooh felt he was owed, around conversations that may have happened before January 10th. Whether any of that comes out
on that $25 million
in court remains to be seen. What we do know is that Crash Dummy is sitting on streaming platforms right now, and whatever Gucci's lawyers think about that decision, and trust me,
ain't that trippy though? Like what do you expect? Okay, somebody sign you, they make 25 million. Nigga, you don't make 25 million because they made 25 million. It don't work like that. You're like, oh, he made 25 million off of you. That's what he was supposed to do. He boosted your ratings. Now I don't know how much of that you get, but that 25 million, that ain't yours. That's what he made off of you. That's the way it goes. That's why they sign y'all.
They have opinions. The song exists permanently, publicly, searchable, quotable. All right, fam, let me zoom out, because this isn't just about Gucci and Pooh. This situation...
Hold on, let me go to the next one. Let me see.
Boosie reacts to Gucci Mane's new diss track, Crash Dummy, aimed at Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, expressing disappointment. Shaking my head. Listen, y'all, this is nasty work, man. So Boosie felt like all us street niggas, man. Like, we just shaking our head at this fucking song that Gucci Mane dropped. I don't know what he thought he was going to get. Like, some credibility. I don't know if he thought the song was hot. If we was going to be bumping our heads to this shit. But I was in a barbershop the other day saying, Gucci Mane ain't tell, nigga. You bugging. He ain't give no statements. Nigga, Gucci? You bugging, nigga. The nigga that got murders? Come on, you shut the fuck up. Gucci did not tell, nigga. And then...
Hey, how you doing, Sharon?
Today you drop a diss record explaining everything that happened to you. You said, I came there on business. I came in there on weird shit. You did all that and you still signed to me. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga ratting on wax. Yo, that's this nigga whack. Yo, usually niggas ratting and snitching. This nigga say, yo, Zaytel, give me the hottest beat. I'm a snitch, right? Yo, that's crazy, nasty work.
On the track, though, huh?
No, Gucci Mane announced pretty much like about an hour or two ago. He says he's dropping at midnight. He's dropping a song that's called Crash Dummy, with a picture of a dummy that's crashed. Now, this...
See, that's the part that got me. Because it was other people say, hey, that's AI. And then it was like, nah, Gucci Mane said he was dropping this. And he dropped the Crash Dummy. It was like...
Has to be a Pooh Shiesty this song.
Gucci Mane just rapped his witness statement. No cap, not a metaphor, not an exaggeration. The man literally got on a track produced by Zaytoven, the same nigga who made half his classic catalog and described bar for bar what he allegedly told the Dallas Police Department in January. The same statement that the FBI used to arrest Pooh Shiesty. The same statement that a federal judge cited when she looked Pooh in his face and said, I can't find any conditions to offer that haven't already been granted to you, and denied his bond. Gucci Mane wrapped his federal cooperation on a diss track and dropped it on streaming. That's the video. That's the story. But y'all need
I can't understand why Pooh Shiesty would even put himself in that position, though. You know, to in a position to go back, and he just got out. It's like that's the part I can't understand.
Hear all of this because the layers on this situation go deeper than anything that's happened in hip-hop in years. We're talking about a kidnapping, a forced contract release at gunpoint, FBI wiretaps, AirTag tracking, a son.
That was the photos of them going back. And then it's like, why do they got to pause photos of them going back to get their watches from the front desk? Like, that's what I can't understand. Like, how they... Okay, you wasn't there. Why would you have to leave your watches and stuff like that at the front desk, but you was able to get guns in there? I'm telling you, bro, it's something fishy about this. It's something fishy
and his
about
father
this.
Arrested together, and now a diss record that might actually be used as evidence. Let me break it down for y'all. From the top. To understand how wild this is, we got to go back, not just to January. We got to go back to 2020. Pooh Shiesty, real name Lontrell Williams Jr., signed to Gucci Mane's 101.
Hey, that's what happened though. Street code tricked him out of freedom. Oh yeah, because he probably was thinking, yeah, if we do this to Gucci, Gucci ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing if we do this to Gucci.
7 Records imprint when he was still an underground Memphis rapper with a buzz that hadn't fully exploded yet. And when I say Gucci believed in him, I mean it.
Well,
he put him on the label, started the marketing machine, and within a year, Pooh Shiesty was one of the hottest names in rap. Back in Blood, the collab with Lil Durk was an anthem. The streets were eating. 1017 was eating. Gucci looked like a genius label head. Then in 2021...
Hey, you know what? This shit make me think about Cadillac Records. If you ever seen Cadillac Records when I forgot once the country music dude came out and was doing his thing, who was played by I forgot his name. But Muddy Waters came in and tried to get money for old boy funeral, and the white dude that was running the shit had to tell him, hey, if it wasn't for him, like, we wouldn't even have no money, because everybody's living off the newest person that comes in and blows up. The whole label was eating off that. Everybody from the label was eating off that. So just think, if Pooh Shiesty came in and he blew everything up, everybody's eating off Pooh Shiesty money. Everybody from the label is getting paid from the money that he's generating, because everybody's not generating as much money. Muddy Waters his shit wasn't selling like that no more. So they wasn't making money off him. So whoever was at the top that was making the music, and that's where the money was coming from. So it was paying everybody bills.
Pooh Shiesty catches a federal gun case, charges related to shooting someone at a Miami strip club, and he's done. Out the game, into the system. While he's sitting in federal prison, Gucci Mane and the 1017 machine keep moving. And here's where you need to pay attention, fam, because this is the root of everything. According to Charleston White, who told his version on Adin Ross's stream, while Pooh Shiesty was locked up, Gucci Mane generated somewhere in the neighborhood of $24 million. Now Pooh was still signed to the label the whole time he was in prison. He's generating...
He said Tupac and Biggie's murder were enough to get me to turn my equipment off for 5 years. If I wanted to die, I could just sell dope. Yeah, exactly, bro. Which is just messed up, because the industry.
His music is still getting streamed, merchandise, sync deals, the whole thing.
Million.
And according to what's been said in these streets, Gucci allegedly wasn't cutting Pooh in. Now, I'm not saying that makes what happened next right, not even close. But you need to understand the mentality of a man who spent years locked up, came home in October of 2025. Dropped a track called FDO that showed he was focused and ready to work, and then allegedly felt like he was being played by the same person who was supposed to be his plug. That's the setup. That's the gasoline. The fire came on January 10th, 2026, Luminous Studios, Dallas, Texas. That's the location. On the surface, it's supposed to be a meeting. A sit-down between Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane about the recording contract. Label business, adult conversation.
Hey, that also, like, I feel like if you wanted out the contract right, and let's say you had albums to go, that you had to do like 6 albums or whatever. If you go back, bro, do your history on music, like on people like Prince. Like ain't that what happened to Prince? And remember, Prince just hurried up and dropped those albums? Like, a lot of people did that. They had like a few albums to go. They didn't want to be with the label. The label wasn't paying them. So they basically went and hurried up and dropped the music and dropped the albums, whether they were good or not, just to hurry up and get out the contract. Like, you're a creator, you're an artist. Just do it and get yourself out.
Station.
You went
Except
the wrong
here's what
route.
The federal criminal complaint says actually happened. Pooh Shiesty didn't show up alone. He showed up with a crew, 8 people total. And when you show up to a business meeting with 8 people, as DJ Academics very correctly pointed out, that ain't a business meeting no more. That's a coordinated operation.
Yeah. That's why Gucci Mane security should have been ready.
Snitch on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy. Snitch on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy.
That's
so now
crazy.
y'all believe me? I've been literally saying this shit for 5 years. I'm about to break it down for you. No, it's different. Now it's moving the goalpost. No, it's different. He's a businessman. Let me break this shit down, nigga.
You know, 6ix9ine gonna have something to say. Rat 9 gonna really have something to say. You can't say he lying.
I don't know shit's gonna buy. I never want to stay glow up, and I never will.
A word?
I'm a true G.
A true G. What? Exhibit B, nigga. Exhibit B, nigga.
There's some hella stupid people out here, though. Literally, no common sense. Dang.
That shit ain't aged well at all.
He said that. Hey, the cameraman said that shit ain't aged well at all.
Believe in that shit, nigga. Listen, I'm gonna break this shit down. Listen to me. Oh no, it's different. No, it's different. Nigga, I won't tell the police. Hear this shit. This your mouth, nigga.
Wow. What? Some street shit. Wow.
I pulled up for.
Wow.
I took my shit for kindness. I pulled up on kindness. I pulled up. No, they didn't pull up no weak shit. They pulled up on street shit, nigga. Shit that you rep, nigga. All right, so now y'all believe.
Hey, that's some real shit. He said they took the kindness for weakness. No, they did. Exactly. They was on some street shit. You knew what you had signed. All that shit Pooh Shiesty did. Like, they got videos. You feel me? When they robbed dude with the shoes and he shot dude, they got videos of stuff he did. Like, he doing shit on camera. Like, you knew what he was about when you signed him, bro. Like, stop it. That's crazy work.
And finally, Gucci also confirmed that Pooh Shiesty did put a gun to his face in order to make him sign the release contract. He said, pressure on my chest, but I still impressed. Pen to paper, but it's under duress. Now, one of the craziest parts of this whole thing is...
Said labels been screwing much since the days of, who was that, Herman Levinsky? Oh, Savory Records, 1948. Yeah, they been doing it. They been it for a long time. Dang, I keep on forgetting the one. Every time it come to me, I forget the name. Because even when they went in there to sign the deal in the movie on Cadillac Records, they was like, look, if I play this song on the radio, it's gonna make you a very rich man, and it's gonna make you real famous. And he stood up and he grabbed a dude on this side and he put him on that side. He said, now, this is how I want it to be. I want you to make me rich and make him famous. Because I want the money. I'm not going after, and I think a lot of these rappers, this is what they do. They go after the fame and they get the fame, and then they see the fame don't come with money. Like we've seen it many a times. TLC, you feel me? And like many different musicians that came into Tony Braxton that came in, and you would think that they would be millionaires, and then they end up with nothing, like really nothing.
And when the feds came out a couple days ago and said, yo, Gucci Mane gave a statement to Dallas PD the night of the robbery.
The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Montrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting reportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
And Tony Brooks.
As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims...
How could you get How could you get a Draco in there, but you can't get a watch in there? This is what I'm trying to understand. Like, how'd they get that in there? How'd they get guns in there, but they couldn't have watches in there? Like, was they even able to have jewelry?
To sign a release
I don't get
from
that.
the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
The alleged victim. So my understanding is the FBI had, over the past 3 or 4 months, has interviewed none of the alleged victims, and allegedly they all have future dates to give statements. But I have no idea if that's true. We're basing it on what the agent said on the stand, that each one of those witnesses from that evening is going to appear and give a statement to the federal authorities. So RT never made a statement?
Wow.
Not to the FBI, but that evening it appears from the material that they produced and from the agent's testimony is that RD gave a statement that evening, but since that evening has not given another statement. But the FBI said in the future they're all scheduled to give statements, so we'll have to see.
Wow, they tried to do it smart. They said, okay, we're going to give a statement to the police. That's going to be there. but we're not gonna give a statement to the FBI.
Nigga snitched on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy.
Yeah. Cause what the?
He said I don't like anything about this. That's what I'm referring to. So I'm asking my man, are you back on that side? Pack him up. I don't agree with that nigga.
It's over now.
Exactly.
It's over, buddy.
He said pack him up.
Pack him up.
Pack him up.
Outside of this song being absolutely horrible,
true.
It sound like the stenographer wrote it.
Yeah. They tell him.
Wow, that's what I was feeling like when I heard it. I said, "That's what it sound like." It do sound like the stenographer wrote it, because you did all the events.
Sounds like I'm a businessman. He said I'm a businessman 90 times on this month. Who are you telling us? Who are you telling court?
Yeah, my problem.
Who is he talking to? Or
that might be
I'm a civilian. I just want millions. I don't want no trouble, but shut the up with this. Get him out of here. Because this one.
That Cadillac Records, based on Chess Records, Babyface, L.A. Reid, were exposed as screwing people. My ex-girlfriend used to be single, signed to the label. She get a ASCAP checks for less than $1. AC cap, what the hell, bro? What the hell? Yeah, that's that working on.
The tone at the Jeezy verse.
Pack him up, be content now.
That's a fact.
So
Joe,
yeah, I like my street niggas to be consistent.
Oh my God. Tell him Joe Budden said that's some real shit though. Look, man, I like my Pooh Shiesty. We just like our street niggas to be like Pooh Shiesty. Be consistent. If you gonna be street, be street. You feel me? Like on some real shit. And then that's not even saying that you have to be out there doing shit. Like, but still, like, stay with the code. Don't just, get millions and make all this money and then, think you can just tell on somebody and it's gonna be cool.
Joe, I'm telling you, he could be playing pop.
Pausing that.
Yeah, man.
Listeners here, Tanner and Savannah here by remote. Last but certainly not least, each and every one of you very important people out there are.
Oh, we just seen that one. Oh, I can't play that.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you.
Can't play that.
This is the weakest shit I've seen since. It would have been the weakest shit ever if it wasn't for J. Cole apologizing after he got dissed. The J. Cole shit is historic. Like, that's the weakest shit ever. But
that's fucked up. Don't go at Cole like that. Because I'm going to tell you, right? I think what J. Cole did was some real shit. I hate to say it. I hate to say it because he had to catch himself. Because he wasn't in that type of shit. So he had to catch himself and go, man, my bad. I don't even think he was apologizing to Kendrick. I think he was apologizing to himself. Like, why did I even let myself get played like that into this? You feel me? I think, that's how I feel. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's crazy.
This is weak, too. Getting robbed by your artist, making a police report, then instead of going to get your shit back, dissing the nigga for robbing. Chat, I'm going to keep it a beat.
Yeah, I feel like he should have went. At least get your stuff back. Did he try to work to get his shit back?
Reacted to Gucci Mane's a new song, which is called Dummy. First up, Cardi B said, "This is how you sell a record in 2026."
See, I told you. Look, it feel like it's a play because it's not. To me, it don't add up, bro. It just don't add up. Hey, how you doing, Kenneth?
And finally, 2 Chainz said, "Showed everyone up." Gucci Mane has released a new song titled Dummy.
Let's see how long what he say. He said, dang, you took that off, Kenneth. My bad.
Pooh Shiesty was not allowed to leave on bond. This situation involves the incident that happened in Dallas. After the news came out, Gucci decided to share his side of the story through his music. Gucci surprised everyone on social media on Thursday night by posting the art for the new track. He turned off the comments on the post, which has already gotten a lot of attention online.
I bet you he did turn the comments
about the
off.
situation with Pooh and how he feels about what happened. He said, And after all that, you're still signed to me. Gucci also mentions Big 30 in the song and compares his own business to famous, successful brands. He said, I'm like Birdman and this is my cash money. The song even mentions Pooh's dad. Gucci said that he has been helping out by giving money for things needed while Pooh is away. Throughout the track, Gucci explains that he felt like he was being tricked during a meeting. He said, I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. The whole time, they're plotting against me. Fans are sharing the lyrics and talking about the drama on every social media platform. Many are surprised that Gucci would be so open about the situation while it's still ongoing. But before you go, I want to know, do you think Gucci...
You know what's crazy, right? Because, like when you in the hood and, like, you know, you selling drugs or whatever, or you doing your thing, when you go to make deals, you read what's going on while you there, because you already know the certain things that can happen. So it's like Gucci, even walking into that situation, he said that he felt like it was something in the beginning. Like as soon as you had that feeling, it was like, hey, I gotta go do this real fast. Hold on, I'm going to the restroom. It's like, get out of there. Just get out of there. Like, you're a civilian now. Leave. Or don't go in. Like, you know, because if I come with 3 people and you got 8, oh yeah, wait, hold on, bro. You feel me? Let me go. I had to go do something else. I'm telling you. Look, I can't do nothing but laugh because I got family from LA, right? And like my cousin live in 60s hood in LA, right? In Nip hood. So I go out there, pick him up because we about to go out and kick it. When I moved to San Diego, I started like going to LA, driving to Long Beach, Compton, you know, cause I got a cousin that's basically he one of the top people for the Compton Deuces motorcycle club. But I go out there, I kick it with my cousin in 60s hood, and like we go to the store because we about to go out, so we go to the store to go get some alcohol. And he like telling me where to go because, you know, I know where I'm at, but I don't know where I'm at. So he like, go to that store right there. He pointed at the store, right, as we driving, and I look, man, it was like 80 Crips out there. I ain't no punk now. I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk. I'm far from that. But I seen 80 Crips out there. Mind you, I'm from Fresno. I got on red. I don't got on all red, but I got on red and black. So while he pointing at the store, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I look down and I start acting like I was looking for something. And I passed the store up. I passed it up. I said, nah, we just gonna go to that store over there by your house. He said, nah, make a left right here and then make another left and go back to that store. That store, the drink is cheap. Mind me, I'm paying for the drink. So I'm like, no, hell no. I said, man, you see all them niggas out there? He said, man, don't trip off that. He's like, man, I'm cool with them niggas. I live over here. This my hood. I live over here. I said, so you ain't never been hemmed up over here? He said, yeah. He said, one time, you know, some young niggas, they didn't like me and shit, so they hemmed me up, and they took my weed and took my money and stuff, but the big homie went and got it back. I said, well, I'm not relying on the big homie to go get my shit back, okay? Hey, I passed that shit up. You got me twisted. When you see a situation and it seems weird, bro, keep going. Don't go walk yourself into it because you feel like you somebody, or because shit can happen to anybody. I said, bro, you got me tripped out. Like, they hemmed you up, so I know if I go over there with you, I know they're going to be looking at me like, you feel me? Like, bro, you got on red and shit. Like, where you from? It's like, you know, like, bro, I wasn't taking that chance. When you feel it, keep it moving. Keep that shit moving.
Dropping a diss song to the robbery is wild. Dropping a diss song to the nigga who robbed you? All right, let's hear this shit, man.
I can't play none of that music.
I wouldn't even put my drop on this. Yo, Zay told me you brave. I don't want nobody to know how I even produce this junk. God damn.
I can't play the music, though. Damn. And you can hear him rapping, huh? And he came in, they tried to rob me, but I was slipping. Pooh Shiesty took my ring and my chain and got to dipping. I don't know, he was just kind of going off. What Big Act gonna say?
Niggas who robbed him. Nah, this is crazy. Hold on, man. Run this shit back.
Nah, we're not running that back.
Hold that land.
No.
Boosie reacts to Gucci Mane's new diss.
Got dissed. But the whole Atlanta.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yo, this nigga Gucci petty.
I can't play that shit. Let's see, rappers. Nah, I'm gonna end it right there, bro. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. It's too much. I feel like, damn, well, I guess we just gonna have to see how it play out. That's it. We're gonna have to see if it play out. But if Gucci snitch, well, dang, it ain't no F, huh? The paperwork is already there. Look, the police said it. The lawyer said it. Everybody said it. It's right there, black and white. So it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. You know, I don't listen to Gucci no more anyway. So, you know, if they decide to cancel him, like, I don't listen to his music no more anyway. I've been stopped listening to Gucci Mane. I think after Lemonade, I don't know what happened. But if you claiming them streets and you running them streets, shit gonna happen. Shit gonna come to you, and it's gonna show you how strong you is. Like any of these rappers, a lot of these rappers still do it. And then when shit happen, you feel me, they want to act like they're not part of it. You want to act like you're not part of it. Like, see, I still follow the street code, but I ain't in the streets. I ain't out there doing shit no more. Like, which is crazy because it's like even, like, I still feel stupid. I feel stupid now even saying I still follow the street code, but I ain't in the streets. But then I can still follow the code because I'm not out there doing no dumb shit. It's like we got to get smarter than doing this dumb shit right here. Because look what dumb shit happens. When you do dumb shit, you win dumb prizes. Like stupid shit, this is what happens right here. Right here. And it's like weird because Pooh Shiesty was lined up. Man, you should be on your money shit. There's no way you should be doing anything that's going to get you sent back to jail. Like on top of being with your dad, your friends. Like even if like your dad and your friends should have checked you about that situation. Like my son, like if that was my son, he wouldn't have never been in that situation. You know, like out of all my kids, I got one son that, you know, be in and out. He be doing his thing, you know, and hopefully this time he learned. I said, dang, out of all of them, one. But I'm saying I would never go into a situation or have my kids in a situation. Even especially if I'm there, if I was there and my son was doing this, oh no, it wouldn't have happened. I would have shut it down right there. Hey bro, what you doing, son? I can't see you go to jail. This ain't how we move. Like we got to start teaching our kids how to move like real men. You feel me? Fuck all that bullshit, all that street shit. Like I played the street game. And when I got locked up, like I said, 6 of us got caught. 4 people told. 4 people told. 3 got right out. The other ones all got 9-10 years. Taught my kids not to even be in that. I showed my kids, you know, they didn't even know I had went to prison. You feel me? That's how crazy it was. They didn't even know. I had to show them, hey, yeah, you know, I made mistakes. Daddy made mistakes. But look where daddy at now. You feel me? I was there. I still got my prison pictures and shit. And they just looking like, man, you don't seem like, yeah, but I'm just saying. We got to show them, bro. Then not let them put themselves in these positions. Show them how to think smarter. And a lot of times we can't control our kids. That's one thing that I learned too, bro. Even when your kids get older and they move out the house, you don't have control over what they do. No more. You really don't. They're grown now. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do their thing. But on top of that, you still gotta talk to them. Like my 30-year-old, you see, like a lot of times when I'm in here live, he come over, stop by, come in, shake my hand and shit. We had conversations. You still gotta talk to him though. You feel me? Because I don't have to worry about my kids being in that street life. Except one. except one. And it's a long story on how that happened, but that's something I know I don't have to worry about. And I know a lot of us, because that's the ones that live that life. We didn't want our kids to live that life. We didn't want them to make the mistakes that we made. So even you getting caught up in a robbery with your son is just barnacles to me. It don't make sense. It's like, damn, that shit, it don't make sense, but it do, because if he's following after what his dad did or whatever, like half the shit he was doing, his dad should have been on him about. Like, you in and out of jail. Like, wait, why we going to the studio to go meet Gucci? Why are you even bringing that? Why are you even bringing pistols? Like, even if we went and your security got pistols is different, but then why? Hold on, bro. We got to pause for a minute, because I ain't trying to go to jail, and I definitely ain't trying to see you go to jail. Like, it's bigger fish to be fried, so I don't get it. That shit is crazy. They say 2026, you all rappers are old, don't make any sense. I'm lost. Waka Flocka, you have good looks and brain. What's your problem, Miss Pretty? Yeah. Oh yeah, I was seeing Waka Flocka. I seen him on stage saying something about this too, and I didn't get to see what he said, but still I was just like, what the fuck? Like, if you notice though, like, think about it. A lot of the you are right. A lot of the rappers are, damn, they too old for that shit. Like, really, when you think about it, like, you too old for that shit. Like, that's what made me stop. Like, I used to like Boosie music back in the days. I was on it, but then, like, when it got like 25, 26, and like I was hearing Gucci songs and he was still rapping about that old shit, it was like, man, Boosie, I didn't want to hear it no more. It's like, what are you talking about, bruh? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you talking about fucking bitches and doing all, like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit at our age no more, but they're still making it for the young generation probably. I don't know what the fuck they doing, but once you get a certain age, like, that shouldn't even be a part of it. But then it seems like when you making music and you trying to be a rapper, that's what you talk about. You talk about gangster shit. You don't talk about enlightened shit. You don't talk about that. Because if you become an enlightened rapper, you don't get no play. Like, you don't get no, enlightened rapper don't get no play like a gangster rapper would get. So, is it the rapper or is it the people? Is it the rapper or is it the people? Because the only rappers that blow up are the gangster rappers. So, is it the rapper or is it the people? Because the people are the one that's buying the music. So, if this is what the people want to hear, this is what they're giving them. Like, all the rappers that we even seen that kind of blew up and switched over and stopped talking about a lot of different gangster shit, they kind of disappeared. They faded away. But then you got the Pooh Shiesties that come out, the Pooh Shiesties, the, Big 30s and the different ones, they blow up because of what they talking about. They talking about this hood shit. That's what people want to hear. I'm telling you, you start to find out that people like the bullshit. The bullshit sells, period. That's just what it is. I didn't make it this way, but the bullshit sells. When it comes to you working on yourself, bettering yourself, don't want to hear a rap song about getting your life together and getting a job, going to school. Don't nobody want to hear that, which is crazy. Nobody wants to hear songs like that. Okay, you being there for your girl, being a good husband, being a good dad, being a good friend. Don't nobody want to hear that. Everybody want to hear, oh, I'm out here shooting motherfuckers. I'm out here robbing people. I'm selling dope. I'm doing this. I'm drinking a lot of lean. Everybody want to hear that. Like, name one big conscious song that's out there. Kendrick Lamar kind of changing the game with what he kind of doing, but at the same time, bro, people don't want to hear that shit. You feel me? And it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but that's the harsh part of reality. That's the harsh part of reality. Like it's weird because even when you watch a movie, bro, Like when you watch a movie, us as men, when we watch movies, the last movie we want to see, like we don't like romance movies all the time. And you know the shit our girl be wanting to watch, they like the romance movies and we'll sit there and watch it. No, we like movies like I was talking about Viking. We want to see a lot of death, a lot of killing, a whole lot of, you feel me? We want to see some crazy ass shit going on. With like even superhero movies. Like that, which I never could understand about, like, I'm going to tell you, this the part people don't pay attention to, right? When it comes to movies, I'm going to give you some game right now. This the part people don't pay attention to. When you watch movies like Superman, Godzilla, King Kong, right? And Godzilla, Superman is going against somebody evil. Even if you're watching a police show to where, you know, they got this RoboCop type dude, you feel me, that's running around, you know, taking out all the bad guys. Do you notice most of the bad guys don't even really got a part in the movie except the leader? Do you, when Godzilla and King Kong is fighting and destroying all those buildings where people live at, they don't even have a story in the movie? Like when Deadpool runs through and chasing one person and kills everybody everybody in the damn hallway, all those people that he knocked out don't have a story within the movie. Their story is getting knocked down in the movie. That's the part they play, is the death part. It's the same thing in life. Like when we going through life, a lot of us is not going to have a story. Our story is not going to be told or heard when our death comes. Like, it shows you this in the movies. Like when you in the movie and Godzilla falling on a building and you see the people in there going, ah, you don't go, who is that right there? You don't ask about them that's in that part when that building falling and falling on people. No, they're just getting crushed. They're like almost stand-ins, collateral damage, all different types of names, but you don't know their name. But they're a part of the story, and part of their story is just done. So it's almost like even with this hood shit, you're going to have a lot of big names that you're going to hear about that played a part, you know, from whether it's selling dope, being gang members or whatever. But all the people in the middle that get smashed and they get buried, their stories don't even count. So I don't know. You got to find out where your story at in life. And what story, like, because everybody's living their own story, period. Everybody in life is living their story. You living your story right now. But what part is you playing? Like, what story? Because you got to understand, like, each story, like, have a million different ways that shit go. Like, you have a million different people playing the same part. And then you jump in there and you just jump in the hood and you start playing the hood part. And you don't even know what comes with it. And that's not just with the hood. That's with any story that you choose to pick out in life. You feel me? Whether you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever you want to be. Like, all these stories come together and they make one big story. But then you got to choose your story and you got to choose it correctly. Because if you don't, you feel me? I'm telling you, you're just going to be in the grave, or, you know, you're going to be locked up, because it's easy to get caught up in them streets. And every time one of the youngsters get caught up, they want to cry, they want to tell, they want to do all these different things. But I'm just saying, man, watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself out here, because, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I thank y'all for watching, and then, you know, stay tuned for more. Thanks for everybody that subscribed to the channel. I'm going to keep it going, and, thank you. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out, and I'll see you next time, because I got something up next, too, that I'm about to do. So I'm going to end this one, take a quick break. Hopefully I ain't got to run around and stuff. I don't think I got anything to do today. I ain't got nothing important to do, so I'm going to be